President Biden wants Congress to step in and save millions of Americans who could soon be kicked out of their homes. A CDC eviction ban put in place last year because of the coronavirus crisis is set to expire tomorrow, and the Biden administration says that it can't extend the moratorium because of a Supreme Court decision earlier this summer. So Irina Ivanova has been following all of this for us, and you have the latest developments for CBS MoneyWatch. So listen, Irina, what did the Supreme Court say in the ruling cited by the White House?
So late last month, the Supreme Court narrowly upheld the CDC's eviction ban, but they basically said the ban has to end July 31st. In that decision, Justice Brett Kavanaugh said that the CDC probably didn't have the power to do what it did to put the ban in place, that the Supreme Court would keep it in place basically just to give rent aid a little bit more time to get out, and that if the ban were to last past the end of July, there would need to be clear and specific congressional authorization. So that means a new law. So that signals to the White House that if it were to extend the ban, again, the Supreme Court would most likely strike it down. And that's why in the press secretary's statement yesterday, she basically put the ball in Congress court.
So then do we have any idea whether Congress has an appetite for such an extension?
Doing this legislation would basically mean getting it through both houses of Congress basically today, since the ban expires tomorrow. Right. Some Democrats in the House and the Senate have called on their colleagues to extend the eviction ban. Given the uncertainty of what would happen and this very tight timeline, the administration is also pushing an information campaign to really get out the information about the rent that is available and to try to get renters connected with it in the very last few days of the ban.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that, because there are, programs in place across the country, but it all depends on where you live. There are local and state governments that the White House is calling on to speed up distribution of this rental assistance that is available. How have those efforts been going so far?
It's been extremely slow going. That's a major reason for this last-minute push to keep the eviction moratorium in place just a little bit longer to try to get some more of that money out. There is $46 billion that Congress has set aside to help renters and landlords, but as of last month, just about 1/10 of that money has made it to renters. It does really depend on the state that you live in. Some states, like South Carolina, Florida, New York State, have gotten basically no money out so far. So that's why the administration is really pushing this information campaign just this week to let people know about the help that is out there. There is a new tool from the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. It's at consumerfinance.gov/rent help. That's for renters and for landlords to be able to look up local programs, see what's available, get connected and apply for help. Also this week, the Eviction Lab at Princeton University has come out with an FAQ for people who might be facing eviction. It explains what their options are, what kinds of help is available, what your rights are, and what steps you can take if you are facing an eviction filing. Excuse me.
Yeah, and you brought up landlords as well. Sometimes when you think of landlords, you think of sort of these big developers or something like that. But a lot of landlords are just really small landlords. Maybe they got sort of one place and they're banking on that rent to pay the mortgage. And so the bank is knocking on their door. Landlords are pushing back against the moratorium in court with a new lawsuit filed earlier this week. Can you give us any information about that?
That's right. So this is a lawsuit from the National Association the NAA, filed this week for tens of billions of dollars that the group says its members lost because renters haven't paid rent under the eviction ban. So the National Apartment Association says that there's a disconnect between the people who are protected from eviction under the CDC order and the people who are able to get funding under the congressional aid. I spoke with the NAA this week, and they told me that there is a population of people who have been protected by the order, but who can't access funding. So they're claiming nearly $27 billion in rent that they have not been able to collect. The members have not been able to collect because of this protection that's been in place that is keeping landlords from evicting non-paying renters.
It is tough out there, and that 24 hours to go. The clock's ticking. Irina, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.